At the time of our visit to Presec Legon, Achimota Senior High School and Accra Academy, all within the heart of Accra, students had taken their breakfast. Some heads or administrative officials in all the three schools visited by City News declined to comment on record for fear of victimization. Meanwhile, when City News engaged some students at the Accra Academy, they confirmed a slight change in their menu with regards to quantity and absence of some meals, which they believe is taking a toll on them. They spoke to City News on condition of anonymity. How is feeding for you in the school?
Everything is cool, but sometimes what they used to give us nowadays it has been reduced, the size and other stuffs.
If you say the size has reduced, what do you mean?
At first they used to add bread to the breakfast, but nowadays they only add bread to the tea, but not other. Yeah.
Not other kind of porridge and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Yes.
Then what about lunch and supper?
And the lunch too. At first they used to add eggs and chicken to some of the meals, but nowadays no, not at all. They said there's not much eggs or not much meat and other stuff, so they don't add it, and they only add mackerel to the food they cooked. Yeah.
And that's all. Okay. And you, what is your take on what is happening in the school right now as far as your feeding is concerned?
It's really bad, and we have nothing to do, so we just
You are in the third year. How is that impacting your studies in the school?
oh, a hungry man cannot learn. So some of us, since we are hungry, we decide not to learn. People sleep in class because of hunger, because food gives energy, and we don't have the energy in us. So
But is there a case where they've ever missed any of your time scheduled food?
no.
They've always provided off.
Yes, please.
The Greater Accra Regional Director of Education, Monica Ankra, indicated that the problems of food shortage are resolved as and when it comes to her attention. She indicated that her office does all it can to coordinate food supply from the National Food Buffer Stock and the Free SHS Secretariat as and when the need arises. The Public Relations Officer of the Education Ministry, Kwesi Kwaten, indicated that the situation is not as pressing as some stakeholders seem to suggest.
I admit that with regards to the suppliers and their payment, there has to be sustainable regime that surrounds it. But in terms of shortage aspects, as I speak with you, there has not been any official complaint as such. But we are there as a ministry, the Minister for Education, Dr. El said, which is there to solve problem, as I've always indicated. And we'll be so glad to have the list of the schools quickly intervene and make sure that supplies have been made there. But so far as we are concerned, we've not had such an official complaint. But of course, on the issue about the delays in the payment or the debt that has been accrued to buffer stock, there has been an alternative arrangement that recently the minister made known to the suppliers when he met them.
The information we picked from some students here at the Accra Academy Senior High indicates that their normal food timetable has faced some challenges for the past few days. And some mentioned the fact that their breakfast has seen some slight changes, while lunch and supper equally are lacking some nutrition that they normally get in the past due to the fact that there are shortage of those particular food that they are lacking in their meal. But essentially authorities are not willing to speak on record because they feel we should get any relevant information from the directors of education as far as these matters are concerned. My name is Fred Duho reporting for City News.